Okay, so for our little quickie, we're going to focus on stretching muscles, and that includes your tendons, and that gives you greater flexibility and joint mobility. When it comes to strengthening, we want to build muscle, actually bulk it, and that gives us more stability, and combined together, we just have greater resilience. And these days, I think resilience is something we really need. So let's begin stretching and massaging the spine. So coming onto all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. On an exhale, coming into cat. Tucking your chin, pull your bellies in. On an inhale, let's curl our toes under to stretch the bottoms of our feet, hollow out the lower back, draw your heart center forward. Exhale, cat. Really focus on drawing your abs in and curl your toes under. Relax your belly, push your shoulders back, lengthen through your shoulders and neck. 2 more times. Flatten the tops of your feet as you come into cat. Curl your toes under. Into cow as you inhale. And flatten the tops of your feet for the last cat. Pull your bellies in. Rounding, stretching, massaging your spine. Curl your toes under, coming into cow. So this is a nice little warm-up for your spine. And now we're going to practice strengthening our spine in locust pose. So flatten the tops of your feet, bring your forehead flat on your mat. Gently press your hips and pelvis into the mat. We have options here. You can interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulders together, bring your shoulder blades in towards one another, and on an inhale, lifting up. Now, if that doesn't work for your arms or shoulders, then just keep your arms by your side. I mean, if you want to move them around to strengthen the shoulders, the upper back, or maintain them interlaced, because I really like us getting our shoulders back and our shoulder blades together because we're spending a lot of time in forward flexion. Breathe and release. Bring your hands forward, press up, and let's come into one child's pose. We like the modified version because you can really sink your hips back towards your heels, release your torso between your thighs. If you need elevation for your forehead, then fold one forearm on top of the other, or if you're able, lower your forehead to the floor, keep your arms straight out in front. And breathe, breathing into your side and back ribs, exhaling fully and completely. We're going to do a wee vinyasa here for core, upper body strengthening. So bring your knees back underneath your hips, coming into puppy pose, stretching through the shoulders to begin with, and the upper back. Again, an area that tends to get rounded. We're not paying attention to it because we're paying attention to our devices. Can't really be helped, but we can counteract this with yoga. Okay, keeping your arms stretched out in front, let's come up into a downward facing dog. Now, I want you to keep the distance between your hands and your feet, but I want you to be sure that your hands are the width of your shoulders. Press your heels towards the floor, keeping the bum up, and now come into plank pose. Holding. If you're able, if obviously If this is too difficult for your wrists or your shoulders, you may return to downward facing dog, or the other option, of course, is to lower your knees, cross your feet at the ankles. But try to work up to this, barring any injuries, because this will strengthen your entire body, your core, in particular, your shoulders, your upper body. Breathe, pull your belly in, imagine a zipper from your pelvis right to your sternum and zip it up. Holding one more breath, which includes an inhale and an exhale, and that will do. Come on onto your backs. Whoops. Alrighty. So we're going to work on strengthening and then stretching the hip flexors. Really important. Draw your knees into your hips just for a moment, into your chest, I mean, and just do a little rocking. Just iron out any wrinkles, bring the extra blood supply to this area, and then place your hands underneath the backs of your thighs. Rock up to a seated position. We're going to do boat pose, Navasana. But we're going to focus on hip flexors and drawing our femur bones in towards the hip joint. So find that spot where you can balance on your sits bones, holding the backs of your thighs, and keep your lower leg parallel to the floor. Press your shoulders back, keep your spine long, chest lifted. Now visualize driving, pressing your femur bones right into the joint. You're not physically doing it, you're thinking about doing it. Activating your core, shoulders back, chest lifted, eyes looking up. Navasana, boat pose, strengthening hip flexors, back, spine, arms, shoulders, and breathe. And of course, your core. Okay, come on out, gently rolling again, and then keep your knees bent, place the soles of your feet flat on the floor, bring your arms beside your body with your palms facing down. Lift your shoulder blades up and tuck them under your heart center. So we're preparing for bridge pose. Let's press the small of our back into the floor and really feel your low abdominal muscles engaging just by pressing your low back into the floor. You haven't really even done anything yet. Tilt your chin towards the center of your chest so that when we come up into bridge, you can keep your cervical neck vertebra as long as possible. Okay, let's tilt the tailbone up and peel your spine off the mat. Lifting up, coming into bridge pose, stretching the hip flexors, stretching the quadriceps, activating your glutes, your butt muscles. And there's so many benefits to bridge pose, such a simple posture. Okay, focus on balancing now just on the left leg and straighten your right. Straighten your right. Now that adds extra strength into the hips, quads, and glutes on the left side. You're holding your right leg up. However, if you're holding the other leg, it's just the opposite, other side. And then lower that leg. Let's straighten the other leg. You might even notice, are you stronger or weaker on one side, or are you balanced and even? No judgment, just caring awareness. Simple, sweet love. And lower that leg down. Let's press up a little bit higher so we get a nice throat lock here, Jalandhara Bandha. Clearing out any type of who knows what that ends up in our throat, whether it's words we spoke that were not kind, words we wanted to speak that we couldn't find the right time or language to speak them, or maybe, a little bit of energy in your throat that was leading towards a sore throat or a cold. Don't know, but these locks and bandhas help to remove energy that we don't want or need. And then slowly, starting from the top of your spine, bring your torso all the way down. Let's draw the right knee up into the chest, extend the left leg, and then with your left hand on the outside of your right knee, guide it over to the other side for a nice little supine twist to release any tension or stress from the low back, stretching through the hips. The hips happen to be a reservoir where a lot of emotional energy likes to park itself until we release it. And just stretching it helps to release tension and stress, no matter what it is or where it's from your body. Now, having said that, if you have a tight hip or you are healing from a hip injury, be gentle. Practice with awareness, respect, and compassion, drawing your knee and rolling back onto your back. Bring the other knee up, extend the leg that we just worked. Bring your opposite hand to the outside of opposite knee and stretching through the other side. Breathing into your low back, breathing into your glute butt muscles. Maybe your IT band is super tight. What a great way to release it. So you have more flexibility in your upper leg, because that's what you get. Stretching creates more mobility and flexibility. And remember, when you hold a stretch without using muscles, which is what you're doing right now, you're helping to elongate the connective tissue that is very protective, very stabilizing, but can be restrictive here, in this case, through your hip joint. Strengthening, of course, is about building and bulking muscle for stability, better posture, and bring that knee back to center. And if you have the time, just spend a couple of minutes with your arms far enough away from your side that you feel your shoulder blades relaxing on the floor. Palms are facing up in the open and receiving position. Feet are slightly splayed out. And this just gives your body a chance to absorb the benefits of this little quickie, focusing on stretching and strengthening for greater resilience, both physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time taking care of your precious body. Namaste.